Under Section 162A of the Internal Revenue Code, or the IRC, a business may deduct from its taxable income ordinary and necessary business expenses, including reasonable compensation for salaries. Generally, reasonable compensation is the amount that would ordinarily be paid for similar services by similar businesses under like circumstances. In the 1999 case, Exacto Spring Corporation versus Commissioner of Internal Revenue, the United States Court of Appeals for the Seventh Circuit considered whether the salary of a company's co-founder was reasonable. Exacto Spring Corporation is a closely held corporation that manufactures precision springs. In 1993, Exacto paid its co-founder, chief executive officer, and principal owner, William Heitz, a $1.3 million salary. In addition, in 1994, Exacto paid Heitz a $1 million salary. On its 1993 and 1994 tax returns, Exacto sought to deduct Heitz's salaries as ordinary and necessary business expenses. In response, the Internal Revenue Services, or IRS, disallowed the full deductions, concluding that the amounts were excessive. Instead, the IRS found that the most Heitz should have reasonably received for a salary was $381,000 in 1993 and $400,000 in 1994. Consequently, the IRS added the differences to Exacto's income and assessed deficiencies. Subsequently, Exacto filed a petition challenging the disallowances of the full deductions in the United States Tax Court. In analyzing whether the salaries were reasonable, the court used a multi-factor test. Specifically, the court assessed the type and extent of the services rendered, the scarcity of qualified employees, the qualifications and prior earning capacity of the employee, the contributions of the employee to the business venture, the net earnings of the employer, the prevailing compensation paid to employees in similar jobs, and the peculiar characteristics of the employer's business. In applying the test, the court found that the maximum reasonable compensation for Heitz was $900,000 in 1993 and $700,000 in 1994. Exacto appealed to the United States Court of Appeals for the Seventh Circuit.